Hello everyone. Welcome to BSc lab number 1. Experiment number first is studying the characteristics of PN junction diode and Zener diode. Okay, and then calculating the cut-in voltage then for the PN junction and the breakdown voltage for the Zener diode. So let us start with the circuit analysis. So let us first consider silicon diode forward bias. Okay, so these are the table readings given to us. So we will accumulate them one by one. Fine. So you open up your LT Spice screen. I will again start. So double click on the LT Spice icon. A window will open up. So in that, click on File and go to New Schematic. Okay. So this is my LT Spice workspace. So go to File and click on New Schematic. Fine. If you don't see this grid, you go to View and click on Show Grid. Okay. So that the grid will be on. It will be easier for us to navigate. Then this is my component section. So from here, click on it and select type voltage. So automatically the voltage has come. Place it onto the screen and press on escape. Next we want a diode. So we'll take a diode and connect it. You can do Control R to rotate the diode. I'm connecting it like this. Fine. Now I will connect them with a wire. So wire you can take it around. So you can tap it and extend it in any manner. Okay, and don't forget to add the ground. Okay, so this is my simple diode and a supply voltage is applied. Correct. Here if I pick a new diode, so what you need to do is you right click. You have made this circuit. One of you can respond. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Up till here you all have reached. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now slowly right click on the diode. Click on pick new diode. So there you will get a familiar diode IN4148. Okay. Its model is attached. Diode model parameters are attached with it. It's a on semiconductor diode manufactured by on semiconductors. And click on OK. Fine. Now in the class we have talked about let me show it to you. I don't know whether it is visible or no. Inside the diode parameters, there is IS written. Can you read it? IS is 2.52 nanoamperes. Correct. So this is reverse saturation current. The leakage current which will be happening in the whenever the PN junction is reverse bias. Okay, which we talked about in the class. Fine. So this is the reverse saturation current of the 4148 diode. 2.52 nanoampere. So let me write it somewhere. So to write something, I'll write. I can press on this, and I can write IN 4148 diode is having reverse saturation current, which is denoted by IS 2.52, right? Nanoamperes. So this is just the information which I will have. Okay, I can reduce the font size, let's say to 1. Good information to know. Fine. Now this diode which is there now, this I of D1, I will tell you what to do later with it. This much completed. Everyone completed this much. 2.52 nanoamperes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So now I have to vary my voltage. So let me show you the characteristics. Okay, let me go to the lecture session number 1 where we have discussed that forward bias, right? Just give me a couple of seconds. Yeah. So let the this PDF open and I want to show you all something. Yeah, we discussed this yesterday only. So this is the nature of graph which we should get. Okay. This is what we are expecting. We should know what we are expecting. So it is a plot of ID which will come in milliamperes versus VD. Okay, diode voltage versus diode current. And this is in the forward bias. Exponential nature it should be. Fine. And theory behind it we have already covered in the class. Now, so to do that, we have to vary the supply voltage. So to vary the supply voltage name, right now the name is V1. Okay. So right click on it, click on advance. None is selected, right? Click on OK. That V will disappear. What what we did just now is earlier when the V was present over here, it was indicating that you can apply a fixed voltage. But right now we need to vary the voltage. See in the write up, we need to vary the supply voltage from 0 to 15 volt, correct? So to do that, make that V1 source variable, we have to do this. Again, I repeat, right click on it, go to advanced, click on none and click on OK. Everyone reached up till here? Now listen very carefully. We have to, I am now showing the simulation step. Everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Click on simulate, click on run. It will ask you various simulation commands. So right now we have to select DC sweep. DC sweep means this voltage source V1, we have to vary it. Now, what is the range of variation? 0 to 15 volt. It is given here, right? And in the steps of 0.1. Okay. So here you type V1, this one, V1. Okay. Then the type of sweep will be, let's say linear. The start value will be 0. Stop value will be 15. That means what is my x-axis, right? Start value will be 0 over here. Sorry, let me show you the start value will be 0. Stop value will be 15. I want to vary from 0 to 15 in the steps of 0.1 and click on OK. So did you get this line written in your screens? Dot DC V1 0 to 15.1? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
probably if you'll have not done the plot settings, so you must be seeing the gray screen and all these connections might be in blue. So it's okay. You can watch that plot setting video later and do it, accordingly. Fine. So right now we are ready to check the output, correct? So what we did, we just clicked on the simulation. So you will get a blank window. Okay. You will get a blank window. You can maximize it or you can keep it to twice only. It doesn't matter. So right click on that blank window and click on add trace. Right click on the blank window and click on add trace. There you will see I of D1. This is the current flowing through the diode D1. So click on OK. Click on OK. Done up till here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here you see this graph, correct? But here the current levels are not correct, I guess. It's coming in amperes. Normally, this diode will not support more than 1 ampere, I guess. Let me check its data sheet once. So let us see the variation is, let's say, little smaller. Let's say 0 to 2 volts. Let's consider that. Just I am showing you something so that you get a realistic value of current. So here we see the current value is in amperes. Is this correct? Practically, can we do this? Can we make this circuit?
No, sir.
And why so? Anyone? Why? What is the problem with this? The problem I will tell you right away. Just wait. So here the current level is too much. It's coming in amperes, correct? And I am showing you the data sheet of IN4148 diode. Okay, it's a silicon diode. Let me show you some information in it. Okay, it's loading a little. Yeah. So over here, can you read this forward continuous current? This value, forward continuous current, it should not exceed 300 milliamperes. That means maximum current you can draw out of this diode is around 0.3 amperes. Okay, fine. So you cannot have current flowing through the diode in amperes. Right now it's a simulation platform. So the simulation give you a false impression that you can apply any voltage, which is not practically correct. If you go in the laboratory and connect the circuit like this, you are in simulation, it's estimating 2 amperes. So what will happen? This diode will get damaged. This diode will get damaged. So understood the problem, everyone? You have to limit the current flowing through the diode. So any solutions? Anyone suggesting anything? Any
So we
suggestions?
can
What?
put a register.
Yes, correct. We can put a resistors in series with this diode. And what will be the role of that resistors? That resistor is to limit the current flowing through the diode, so that this current which is coming, it's well within the limits of the data sheet given over here. Okay, so it is well within this data sheet so that it can support this. Because if you have a very high current, and here to see the power dissipation value is also given to you, 500 milliwatt. If it exceeds this value of 500 milliwatt, definitely it will damage a diode. Okay, so to keep that under a limit, what do we do is we will connect a resistor. So please connect a resistor, take a scissor, cut a wire and place a resistor over here. Okay, place a resistor over here like this. And you can give the value of the resistor as, let's say, 100 or thousands. In the lab write-up, they have given 1000. Correct? Yeah, 1K. So 1000 ohms you can connect. Everyone reached over here? Yes. So do one thing. Sometimes the computer, doesn't save the file. So go to file, click on save as. Go to file, click on save as and save it as BEC experiment number 1 silicon diode forward characteristic, something like this, which you can remember, and click on save, so that even if accidentally the computer switches off, your file is saved with you. Okay, so now what will happen? Now I have added a register. Again click on run. Now see, on the on the y-axis, the current axis, is this current well within the range? Yes or no? See, here the current requirement should not exceed 300 milliamperes, correct? Forward continuous current, and here it is well within limit. Earlier, without the register, it was going in amperes, but right now it is well within the limit. So we have to go to the original limit of 0 to 15 and again simulate. Yeah, someone was saying something. What was your, do you have a doubt?
No, sir.
Hel- Acha, acha, acha. So do this much, you are getting these characteristics, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, is this the diode characteristics, correct diode characteristics, or what do you think? Some variation is required. This is correct. The current level is controlled now. Okay, there is no problem with the current. The maximum current you can have is, you can right click on it, cursor, and you can check. The maximum current this circuit is giving it's around 14.28 milliamperes at 15 volts. Not a problem at all. But what do you think? Is this the proper graph? We want a graph of VD versus ID. We want a graph of VD versus ID. Not this is the diode voltage. And over here, what is the x-axis? Anyone? Anyone can tell what is the x-axis in this graph?
VD.
Yes, yes, it is V1 is the supply voltage. So this graph is of supply voltage versus diode current. It is not diode voltage versus that. Okay, so we want a graph which is a diode voltage versus diode current, which will give you the exponential nature like this. Understanding? So now before doing that, let us write some formalities. So always it's a good practice to write these things. So click on the text and write your name. I am writing my name for example. Okay. Always make a habit of doing this. So I'm writing my name over here, and then I can write my batch, whichever batch is there, A1 batch, and you can write your roll number. Let's say my roll number is 9876. Okay, something like this. Always it's a good practice to do that. So I can add that data over here, and then I can write date of performance also. That is date. Today is what, 3rd June, right? So 3/6/2021. So do this for all the labs. And one more thing you have to do. This diode is there now. Right now, let me just push the circuit a little down or push these things up a little so that it will not disturb that. Okay, so everyone done that? Everyone saved the file again? Save it. You have one saved as in your computer. Now you can keep on saving the file. Correct? Now to make the characteristics unique, in the plot, how will you have your own? You cannot write your roll number and all that, right? So what you do is this diode which you see in a D1, you right click on it and change its name. You write D1 underscore your name. I'm writing my name over here. D1 underscore your name. So what the advantage will be when you plot the graph now, right now, if you plot the graph, right click, add trace and ID, automatically your name will come. Okay. So you don't have to write any markings or something. Everyone understood what to do? So please do this much. I will give you 30 seconds. Completed this much?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you. So now, you have this write up ready with you, correct? So what you can do is whenever I tell you to save some graph or some data, you can save that information, correct? So right now, this graph is not wrong. It's like supply voltage versus diode current. And you have a table wherein you have supply voltage and diode current also is there. So what you do is click on print screen in your laptops or your desktops, click on print screen and go to the end of this write-up. Later on, you can modify the write-up, right? And what you can do is you can add that, print screen over here. It will look like this. Everyone done that? Why I'm saying because, yeah. Why I'm saying because when you do the print screen, your date and time of performance will automatically come. So if you're absent, your date and time will be different. So that way we will be easy to remember. So after you do that, you can write it down over there. Plot of supply, DC supply versus diode current for your reference. I am just doing it over here, but this is just for your reference. Okay. This information is for your reference. This is the plot of DC supply versus diode current. Fine with it, everyone? Okay, let's proceed ahead. So keep a track of what we want in the table. So what we want is we want the diode voltage versus supply voltage, and then we want the voltage across the resistor and then the diode current. Correct? Okay. So let us proceed now. So next, what I will do is I will label the anode and the cathode terminals of the diode. I will label the anode. This is my anode, right? And this is the cathode. I hope that you everyone knows about the symbol meaning. Okay. This line is over there indicating it is blocking the current in the reverse direction. Correct. So over here, what I will do is I'll go to this line and I'll right click on it and click on add label. So you can add the label over there. A stands for anode. Similarly, you can right click over here and add the label over here. C stands for cathode. Anode and cathode. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do this now. So you can close that, graph and keep the circuit ready. Okay. I will proceed now. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah. So now, can anyone tell me what will be the diode voltage from the?
0.714.
Yeah. So actually, it is the voltage difference between VA and VC. Correct now? So let me show it to you. Over here, the diode voltage will be. Okay. Let me write it over here. Diode voltage VD will be equal to V of A minus V of C. Okay. And what is the voltage across the resistor? R1. VR1 will be equal to anyone? V of C. Any problem in understanding this? Diode voltage is what? Anode voltage minus cathode voltage, and resistance voltage is V of C. Okay. So now let us plot next voltage across the resistor versus current. So what I will do, I have got this graph, black screen, right? I click on this, and instead of V1, I will plot V of C. So V of C, what is V of C? Voltage across the resistance, correct? And then I'll right click on this, click on add trace, and I'll plot diode current. Okay, is this the graph which you're looking for? Is this correct, by the way? Current flowing through the diode should be a straight line? Yes or no? Arey, Ohm's law, everyone forgot about. What is the current flowing through the diode relation given by V is equal to I into R? So it's giving the proper relation now. Giving the proper relation, it should be a straight line. See, current flowing through the resistor. Resistor is a linear element. So the current flowing through the resistor will be constant. It is correct. Okay. So here again take a print screen and attach it in the document. At the end of the document. and you can write over there plot of VR1 versus diode current. Or diode current you know now by now. It's ID1. Okay, ID1 underscore your name. It's there. So this also gives you very valuable amount of information. This graphs also gives you a valuable amount of information. It shows you the variation of the voltage across the resistor with respect to current flowing in the circuit. Fine now. So everyone ready for the next part? Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, can
Yeah.
you please show it again? Actually, I got disconnected.
From which part?
This one, that straight line, how we got.
Okay. Okay. So I will delete that graph again. And what you do is you understood what is resistor voltage, why it is VR1 is VC. You understood that part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you do is go to simulate, click on run, and then x-axis will come na 0 to 14. Right
Yes, sir.
click on the x-axis. Right click on that. यहाँ पे plotted value is V1. So now here you write V of C and click on OK.
What we have to write there?
V of C. Here it
Okay.
was V1, so you have to write V of C. V of C
Huh.
is nothing but VR1, voltage across the resistor. And then you plot the current, I of D1. That's it. That's how you get the straight line. And this you take the print screen and attach it in the write-up and call it plot of VR1 versus the diode current ID1. Did you get the graph?
Yes, sir, but it is not starting from. Yes, yes.
It's correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. So please save that graph and keep it ready. I'm closing this, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess now everyone is ready. Now we are ready to plot the diode voltage. So finally, we want something like this. Exponential nahi dikh raha hai na? Diode voltage, it should be exponential in nature. That's what we have studied in the theory, correct? So ID should be in milliamperes. This is the diode voltage. So let me plot now. Now everyone has understood why diode voltage is VA minus VC. So let's plot it now. So I'll go to simulate. I'll click on run. Listen carefully. Yeah? Here it will see x-axis you will see from 0 to 14, right? I'll right click on it and I'll change it to, what is the diode voltage? V of A minus V of C. So you have to do it very, very carefully and click on OK. V of A minus V of C. So your graph will change, drastically to 0 to 800 milliamperes, millivolt. I will tell you what it is. Everyone getting this? X-axis coming like this, 0 to 800 millivolts. Millivolts, 800 millivolts means it means 0.8 volt only. Don't worry about that. Everyone getting this x-axis?
Yes, sir.
Now right click on add trace and click on the current. There you go. Do you see the exponential graph now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. You see this exponential graph, and I think this is perhaps exactly matching with what we have studied in the theory. See, exponential in nature. So this is the real graph of VD versus ID. Did you got the idea? Everyone, the diode voltage is VA minus VC. So x-axis is the diode voltage and y-axis is the current. Everyone got this? Anyone has any doubt in this?
No, sir, got it.
No, sir. Got it.
Excellent. I'll wait for 30 seconds more so that all of you can complete this. Take a print screen. Don't take my print screen. Huh? Hello, my name is written over here. So you have to do it in your computer. Okay,
Yes,
take
sir.
this print screen and attach it at the end. Like this. This is, so here you write, it's a plot of diode voltage versus diode current. Fine. So you're adding these plots in the same document, which I've shared it with you. Fine. So your record is saved and your timing and date is also saved. So no problem at all. So now comes the analysis part. Analysis part is like noting down the reading. If it was a lab, it would have been very easy. We could have done it using voltmeter or milliammeter or something like this. But right now in simulation, how to do it? Right now in simulation, how to do it? So everyone ready? Everyone has saved the 3 plots. Everyone has saved the 3 plots. Okay. Okay. Now listen very, very carefully. There are many techniques to do this, but we want, supply voltage variation. Then we want diode voltage variation. Now this graph which you see on your screens, this will only give us diode voltage versus diode current. Are you following what I'm saying? This will give us only diode voltage and diode current points. How will you measure it? You can right click on this ID1 and you can move this cursor. You see, if you move this cursor, the horizontal and vertical readings are moving. So vertical readings are the current values and the horizontal readings are the diode voltage values. Okay, so you can take the readings by variation of this, cursor like this. But will it serve the purpose? It will serve a limited purpose because you can only measure current ID and you can only measure diode voltage VD from this graph. Correct? So I will teach you a technique wherein without, if I want to measure the, now you tell me now, how will I know at 0.1 volt what is my diode voltage? Because here I cannot see the supply voltage, here I have only diode voltage, correct? How will I know the reverse, the current, the resistor voltage over here? I don't know because I have to see it in that plot which I plotted earlier. So one technique is what you need to do is you go in this graph, find out the cursor at one particular value at 1 volt, how much is the current, 2 volt, how much is the current, and on and so forth. Then you'd go to this VR1 versus diode voltage plot and note down the voltages corresponding values of currents. Okay. So, but this will be a time consuming way. This will be definitely a time consuming way. If the table would have contained, let me show it to you. Whenever I go a little fast, please let me know. I can slow down. So here, if the table would have contained only the diode voltage and only the diode current, which is really what is mattering to us, right? If it would have contained only diode voltage, VD and ID, this graph plot I would have easily noted down with these values. Okay, but it is not, no? It is not. It's containing somewhat more. So what I will do is I will use my LT spice to calculate that information. Are you listening, everyone? I will be using LT spice to calculate all these table values for me. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to measure the graph or something. So this is using the power of LT spice. So everyone ready with me? Now I'm teaching you something new. I think, I don't know whether you, so be very careful initially, then one by one I will extend that. Fine. So first of all, let us find. So what I want in the table, I want for the corresponding supply voltage value, what is the value of VR? So let us find that first. So what I will do, I will right click over here, go to draft and go to spice directive. Okay, .op, or there is a symbol over here, .op. I can click on that. So remember, whatever you write over here should be selected as spice directive. If you write it as comment, it will not take it. Everyone ready? So what
Yes,
I
sir.
want is, just understand what I want. I want at 0.1 volt, how much is my value of VR? Okay. I want at 0.1 supply voltage, what is my value of VR? Remember, supply voltage is what? Supply voltage is V1. Huh? DC supply is equal to V1. Remember that. Diode voltage is VA minus VC and VR1 is VC. So just remember that information. Now let us start. So you have to write, actually I cannot expand it little. So I will show it to you over here. How will I write those statements? Let me use this now. Okay. So I will write dot measure DC. You have to write this statement inside this. This is very small. That's why I'm writing in the Word document. Dot measure DC. You give a name. Let's say you give a name as VR0. Okay, this is just a name. It will store the value over here, VR0. So VR0, you will write capital May next. Find. Now what is VR1? VR1 is same as VC, right? So you write find VC when, oh sorry, it should be V of C. Oh, it's not taking it over. Now VC when, what is my supply voltage called as? V1, right? When V1 is equal to let's say 0. Written this much, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So again, I repeat, I want to find the resistance voltage when my supply voltage is 0. Okay, and then what I can do, I can copy paste this line and write a new line now. In the new line, what I will write? I'm just showing you for information VR1. So VR1 will be at 0.1. Jitna supply voltage reading you want, that many lines you can write. Okay. So here it is going from 0.1, 0.2 up till 1 in the steps of 0.1, and then afterwards in the steps of 1 you can write perhaps, or from 1 to 1.5, then 2, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I'm showing you some readings, but you have to take all the readings. Okay. I will teach you the technique. Fine. So where is that statement gone? Do you understand? So at any particular value, if I want that, let's say a corresponding value of my voltage across the register, I'll rename it to a new variable. Okay. So in this statement, in this text command over here, spice directive, to go to a new line, you have to click on Control M. To go to your new line, you have to click on Control M. So let me show it to you. This is at 0.1. So what you do is you write 3 or 4 lines over here. Okay, what has opened up? So here you can write 0.1, V1 as 0.1, 0.2, then 1 volt, some certain examples. So here I'll again go to Control M to the new line, Control V, and here I can write 1 volt. I have to rename it as VR2. Just I'm showing for example. Okay. Then again I'll go to Control M, Control V. This should be VR2, VR3. Different variables it should be. So let's say it's 2 volts. Let me take now to the next line. Control M, Control V. Let me go to 5 volts now. This should be VR4. I guess you got the point. Control M, Control V. 5. Let me say it's 10 volts, and let's take one more value. Control M, Control V. This is VR6, which is 15 volts. Okay. And then I click on OK. Then paste it in the screen. It will come like this. All of you have done that?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll wait for some time. So it will look like this. So what are we doing? We are calculating the values of, let me show it to you over here. We are calculating the value of the resistor voltage across the resistor correspondingly to the value of supply voltage. Okay. everyone ready? Can I show you the plot? I mean, show you where to find these values now? Let me know whenever you are ready. I'll wait till that time.
Sir, why VR is changing?
अरे variable है ना? This is variable name. See, I want to store the value of VR. See, I want to see if I put the same name, then where it will store. It's like a data storage. I want to store this variable. It's a variable name. See, in this, if you for 0.1, let's say you get 0.1 as it is, correct? But how where the software will store this value? समझ में आई बात?
हाँ sir.
Software should come to know na ki for this particular value of supply voltage, it should store it with some name. So what I'm doing is, let's say this is 0. So for 0, I'm naming it like this: VR0 is equal to, the software will give me this value. For let's say 0.1, what is the value of VR? VR1. I cannot put VR00 everywhere, no? That's why different names. Fine now, everyone. Can I simulate this? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So I'll simulate this. So you will say, sir, we are getting the same plot, nothing is changing. No, wait. Maximize the screen again. You have to simulate it after writing this. Press the simulation button again and come back to this main screen and go to view. Go to view and click on Spice error log. I repeat again simulate. Go to the main screen, maximize the main screen, go to view and click on Spice error log. Here it is. Do you see these values? समझ में आई ये बात? Do you see these values, everyone? Yes or no? हाँ. So ये सारे values table में डाल देने हैं. Simple. So what is that? VR0 is 0. Correct? What is VR1 value? 2.03 into 10 is to minus 5 volt. इधर लिख देना है. That's it. What is VR6? I mean, what is this 15, 1, 2, 3? ये क्या है? Supply voltage है ना? Did you got the point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Okay. So ये जो values है, you can directly copy from here and enter into your table. तुम्हारे पास table है ना? Now you understood the meaning of VR0, 1, 2, 3. But you don't have to do it this way. You will have to write a lot of statements because you have to follow this statement. From 0 to 1 volt, you have to strictly go in the steps of 0.1. So बहुत सारे statements आएंगे. Then from 1 to 2, you have to go 1 volt, 1.5 and 2 volt. Then 2 to 15, you can go in steps of 1. समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Did you understand what I'm telling you to do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ. So just for simplicity, what I can do, since I have these values with me, I am just noting it down for myself, as a proof कि I got this value. So I'm attaching these statements over here for my reference. So you want to save it, you can save it, but it is not required for the write-up. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. So you can complete this statement. Now later on, what you can do is you can right click on cancel and reduce the font size because there will be a lot of statements now. So the font size will be reduced. Cancel and I bring it back to 1 volt. Okay, everyone understood? So what we got is, so far, what have we analyzed? We have got the value of supply voltage and we have got the value of the corresponding voltage across the resistor R1. Okay, now next I want is diode voltage. So anyone, any idea what do I do? What I want is at these supply voltage, what is my diode voltage? At these points of supply voltage, what is my diode voltage? How will I do it? Anyone? Hello? Yeah. So, okay. So my diode voltage is VA minus VC. So तुम्हें क्या करना है? There is a very good feature in LT Spice near the Caesar button. Copy. So click on this, copy this, and take it over here. So can you tell me what I will change it over here?
V of C, V of A minus V of C.
Correct. Absolutely. And what will happen over here? Instead of VR0, I will write VD0. Simple it is. So you just do this quickly. I'll show it to you. Okay. It is same now. Once you have understood this, it will be very simple. And what will happen over here? You have to add V of A minus V of C. Now I have explained you why. Okay. So copy these things over there. Everywhere, wherever there is V of C, replace it by V of A minus V of C. Why? Because that is the diode voltage. Anode voltage minus cathode voltage. So be careful now. You cannot do a mistake over here, or else it will not simulate and you will get the wrong result. So quickly do this. So I have done it for you all. I'll increase the font size so that you can see clearly. See, these are the values. What it will do is, for the corresponding value of the supply voltage, it will find the diode voltage. समझ में आई ये बात? So in this, if I want at 0 volt, what is my diode voltage? I'm naming it as VD0, variable name, same concept. This is VD1. So it will store that value at supply voltage 0.1. What is my value of diode voltage? So it is storing it in the variable VD1. Everyone has written this, or should I wait for some time? Hello.
Done, sir.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Okay, fine. So now you simulate again, click on run. You'll get the same graph, but you have to maximize the screen. Go to view, click on Spice error log. So here you see all the values you got. So these are the diode voltage. Huh? ये जो दिख रहा है ना, I think it is visible now to you. VD1, VD0. So ये 0 volt, it's at 0. This is the diode voltage. At 0.1, your diode voltage is 0.099. At 1 volt, it is around 0.5848 at 1 volt. At 2 volts of supply voltage, the diode voltage is 0.6. At 5 volt, it is 0.65. 10 volt, the diode voltage is 0.69. And at 15 volt, it is 0.71. Everyone got this answers? Yes or no? Excellent, excellent. So just as a record, I am just pasting it into the document for my reference. Don't need to do that. You just have to write all the readings. This are some examples which I'm showing you. Now let's quickly move on to the next part now, please. Hello. You can continue that later. First, let me complete how to calculate the current, and then you can continue. Okay, so that I can stop the recording and you can start your own work. Understanding, everyone? Now, how will I measure the current? Now, what I got from this table, I got the value of supply voltage. I got the value of the voltage across the resistor. I also got the value of voltage across the diode. What I want now, corresponding value of diode current. Is it not? Corresponding value of diode current I want. So how will I do it? Again, copy it. So the statements, I'm copying it over here and I'm placing it over here. What changes will be there? Instead of finding VR1, you will be writing over there ID1. I'm writing ID1. It will say, let's say ID0. Okay. Find I of D1. but you cannot write I of D1. Hello, listen carefully. You have to write I of D1 underscore your name. Are you following what I'm saying? Let me explain it to you once more. So now you have to write to measure the current dot measure DC. Let's say I am storing the ID0 value. So you need to write find I of D1 underscore your name, whatever name you have given there to the diode. So that diode name should come. Okay. And then you can write when V1 is equal to 0. Simple. So remember that of D underscore your name will come. Only this much difference is there. Rest all is same. So let me just do that and show it to you. This is ID0, let's say, and inside the bracket it will be I of D1. In my case, my name will come underscore. Your spelling mistakes should not be there. It should be exactly matching with the diode name when V1 is equal to 0. So this, wherever I have VC, I will replace it easily. Control V I am doing easily. Leave some space after find and after when. There should be some space. If there are no space, it will give you error. Let me. Yeah, so I have to replace this by, let's say, ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4, ID5, and ID6. So see, this way it is coming. Okay, and now I will show you the simulation. Click on simulate, run. Same graph you will get, no change in the graph. Actually, LT Spice is calculating the parameters for us. So I'll go to view, I'll go to error log, and I'll check these values. See, these are all the current in amperes to convert it into particular milliampere form. Okay, so at supply voltage 0, my current is 0. At supply voltage 0.1, my current is 2.08, around 10 is to minus 8. Then at around 1 volt, I am getting current of, 0.000451595. So you enter that into your calculator and you will get the current value is 0.454595 milliamperes. Write the entire value if you want, no problem. Or you can write up till 4 digits, approximate up till 4 digits. So write in the milliampere form current. It will be helpful for us to understand. Okay, so enter this number in the calculator, automatically it will give you the value in milliamperes. So at supply voltage 2 volt, the current is around 1.3 milliamperes. At 5 volt, it's 4.3. At 10 volt, it's 9.3. And at 15 volt, its value is 14.28 milliamperes. Everyone got the point? Hello? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me tell you few things. Now I will tell you ahead. You can calculate. You understood now how to fill the table now. How to fill the table for forward bias you have understood now, correct? So follow the same procedure, complete the table. Fine with it? Now listen carefully. Everyone, stop doing whatever you are doing and listen carefully. So this way you complete for forward bias. For reverse bias, what you will do?
We'll connect the diode in reverse polarity.
Yes, let's do that. So you remember, this for the reverse bias, what you need to do is, I'll click on the diode. I'll bring the diode over here, and there is an option to mirror image. Okay, or I can use this shift and mirror. I'll reverse the diode. Same circuit, I'll reverse the diode. I'll close the characteristics over here and then simulate it again. Click on run. So in which quadrant characteristics should come? reverse characteristics will come in which quadrant? First, second, third, fourth. Yeah. Where both current and voltages are negative. Let me show it to you. Third quadrant, correct. So under reverse bias, we have studied that there will be a small leakage current, correct? There will be a small leakage current and the diode voltage is also negative, in a negative direction. Actually, this is not correct. The axis is ulta. It should be VD over here and ID over here. By mistake, I have run it incorrectly. So on the y-axis, your ID will come, and on the x-axis, your VD will come. Okay. So let me show this now. So I'll right click. I have to change this. Do I have to change this axis? Yes. So what I will write over, anyone? What I will write over here? I am plotting VC now first now. Correct now? Now my C has become anode and A has become cathode. Correct? Yes or no?
Sir.
Okay, fine. And now I will plot the characteristics. Either yeah, ID. See, absolutely correct. It's coming. And कितना था हम लोग ने starting में note किया ना? How much was the value of the reverse current? यहाँ पे लिखा है ना हम लोग ने? Here it is. Diode model में कितना दिया है reverse current? 2.52 nano amperes. Correct? And हमें ग्राफ में कितना आ रहा है देख लो. Red curve is going down and then it's remaining almost constant, similar to what we have discussed in the class. See this, except for the axes are wrong, but this is what is happening. This is the small leakage current, which is going to be nano amperes, as I have told you. So this is the proper graph. Okay, everyone got this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, take the print screen and attach it in your write-up. I mean, in your this thing for record. Okay, so same way you can calculate all the parameters in the reverse bias also. So here you will you have to modify them. What you have to modify? The voltage will become reverse now. So accordingly modify these parameters and calculate all the values over here in the table for reverse bias. Okay, for silicon diode reverse bias, just reverse the diode and do the settings properly. It should be VC minus VA now. And the current, the graph will come in the third quadrant. Okay, so you will say, sir, if I want to view forward and reverse in one graph, you can do that also. You can also do that. So without reversing the diode in this range, you can write minus 15 to plus 15. You will get that. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, I'm just moving forward now. So everyone understood how to do forward and reverse now? How to do the characteristics? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now for Zener. Zener is what? Extremely simple. Okay. So for Zener, what I will do, let me just, let me do the reverse bias of Zener first. Okay. So what I will do is I'll cut this diode. And instead of cutting, I'll replace the diode to new one. I'll right click on the diode and I'll go and pick new diode. Okay. So there I'll scroll down. I'll see Zener diode. See this Zener diode. I can select anyone. So you can select in the range of 6.2, 8.2, 10 volt. It will not matter. Okay. So I'm selecting, let's say 8.2. Let's say 8.2. Breakdown voltage is 8.2. We'll cover Zener diode in the class. Don't worry about it. Okay. And its leakage current is slightly less. So the breakdown voltage of Zener diode in the reverse bias is 8.2. Okay. And then click on OK. Just do that. Just this much. So it has changed from silicon to Zener diode. And once I can directly get the output characteristics. See this. Everyone following? So diode has breakdown around to 8.2 volts. if you plot a tangent over here, you will get 8.2 volts, and the current is now increasing. See, it's in milliamperes, no longer in the current is no longer in nanoamperes. That means what? Zener diode conduct in the reverse bias mode also. And I think you all are diploma students, so you all might be knowing about Zener as voltage regulator. Yes or no? Have you heard of it?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो why it is Zener as a voltage regulator? यहाँ पे देखो ना, the voltage is constant and the current is going on increasing. Hence, you can use it as a voltage regulator when it is connected in the reverse bias. Now, this diode is connected in the reverse bias. Rest, all the entire analysis remains the same. I've taught you one technique of doing using dot measure statement in LT Spice. You have to just modify those statements. That's it. Rest, everything remains absolutely same. Fine with it? So this is your experiment on forward and reverse characteristics of silicon and silicon and Zener diode. I will help you out in understanding these things. Wait just a minute, just one more minute, then I'll stop my this thing recording and you all can start with your work. This is for your reference only. Where is the graph? Yeah, let me see. I want to show you all how to measure that knee voltage and the breakdown voltage. Breakdown voltage, so I told you the technique. If you draw a tangent over here, यहाँ पे tangent बनाओगे ना इसका line का लेके ऐसे, तो it will be close to 8.2. So 8.2 is the breakdown voltage of this diode. Okay, so you don't take 8.2 only, you can take variety of diodes, Zener diodes from here, from the options. Someone can take 6.2, someone can take 10, but don't exceed 12 volt. That's the only request. Because supply voltage we are giving 0 to 15. And if you select 15 volts, it might not show. Fine. So what I was about to showing you, I forgot. What I was showing you actually, how to measure that knee voltage and all that. Where is that thing gone? I think it is in 2B. That is the contents of the next lecture, but I want to show you all that how to measure that cut-in voltage or the knee voltage of the diode. इसमें भी नहीं है. हाँ, it's in 2D. Yeah, यहाँ पे it is. Okay, so what you do is whenever you get this graph now, essay, so if you can draw a tangent to this, and whenever it extends that tangent to the x-axis, that is your cut-in voltage or your knee voltage. समझ में आया? Knee voltage or cut-in voltage is the same thing. Okay, by that time when you submit this write-up, by that time that lecture will be over, so you will be understanding how to calculate that knee voltage. ठीक है? And how to calculate the diode resistance, I'll also show that. Forward diode resistance, reverse नहीं calculate कर सकते. Reverse for Zener you can calculate. So how to calculate it? It is very simple. I will show you over here. So the dynamic resistance you can calculate it like this. You can take 2 points on the curve, correspondingly note down the coordinates. Let's say this is y1 and y2. This is x1 and x2. So your slope will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. समझ में आया point? What I'm saying. So that's what is written over here. So the resistance will be 1 upon slope. Are you all following what I'm saying? Diode resistance will be in forward bias only. Matlab they want to ask you how much is the diode resistance in the forward bias. For reverse bias, if you can calculate for Zener diode, well and good. Are you following what I'm trying to say? And then there are some post-lab questions which you need to answer on your own. And the conclusion. Conclusion should be strictly handwritten. Okay, you have to write it in your own words. Even the post-lab questions, you have to type, don't type at all, write in your own words and then you submit. And then plot all the waveforms which I've asked over here, forward, reverse of silicon and Zener diode. Okay, so this is all about this experiment. I hope that you all have learned the technique how to take all the readings. Okay, so this was all about this. Now I am stopping the recording. So please start with your work now, everyone.